Morning, everybody. I'm just going to grab my little textbook there. I'll be right back. Kathleen, you can't take away $1. Class hasn't even started yet. That's just not right. All right. I'm just going to open up my attendance as we roll closer to 8 o'clock. Rum raisin. Some of you guys are like, so vanilla rum raisin. Oh my goodness, y'all are old school. And then Ben is 5. Bubblegum flavor. Oh man. You guys kill me. Alright, Jared's here. Is Bilesman here? Sammy, where you at? Where you at? No, not yet. Kathleen, you watch yourself there, tough guy. Butter tart flavor. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Was that like Cow's ice cream, like in Niagara on the Lake? Where was that? Oh, hey, there's Sam. Sorry, girl. So Teddy, did he check in yet? Yep, he did. Crystal did as well. I believe Yuli did as well. Awesome. Wow, I have like sorry, I'm just replying to a bunch of random team messages that rolled in either last night or this morning kind of thing. I thought I'd gotten to most of them. Kathleen, it's nice to start a Monday like having at least semi caught up on things and not feel like you're behind and then more stuff rolls in, you know what I mean? Kathleen is here. I saw Katrin here. Did Maddie pop in early on or did she come in later? Where are you? Man, I should stop asking these questions because it's harder to find things. So I don't think Maddie's here. I did see SJ. Did I see Sadie? Sometimes it is easier once you guys do span. Like, I know for sure always Benny's here, Kathleen's here because they are Sir spams a lot, and Zion's has the brightest logo, so he's also easy to spot. But like people that don't have their little logo thing in there, it's hard. I don't think I see Sadie yet. Oh, there she is. Yeah, never mind. She just popped in at the bottom. Zion's here. Ruth, I believe. Yeah, Kendra, I saw you as well. I saw Erica as well. Now Lucas with his Shrek thing. I don't think I saw him unless he changed his logo. Yeah, he didn't. Or, I mean, I don't see him, so I don't see Lucas. Yeah, I saw Larissa. I saw Benny. I saw Owen. I must have missed Ruth, eh? She normally checks in early on. Yeah, there she was. Yep, perfect. So just no Maddie and no Lucas, maybe? All right, sir, I'll see what I can do today. No, Lucas is here. What the heck? Well, where do you see him? You're messing with me, Sam. I'm sure I didn't see him. Oh, yeah, it's his stinking name. Forgot about that. Thanks, Lucas. All right. Yes, thank you, guys. Good, good, good. I love that Sam is there to defend Lucas before Lucas is there to defend Lucas. He's like, no, look, he's here. He's here, boys. Okay. Been a weekend. It has been a weekend. Hopefully you guys had some time to rest. It says, watch that tone. Had some time to rest and relax and just enjoy. I believe that I sent you guys that larger review package to look at, but I'm not entirely sure we all got to that, and that's fine. But there was also, sorry, I don't know why my email says I have a message. I clearly do not. There was also a couple questions where we did one pyramid and one cone. I remember we did surface area of pyramids and cones, and that was what we did. I guess we had class on Friday, right? Yeah, just no business on Friday. So yeah, paid RL, played real life IRL. Okay. All right, homies. Oh, Rocket League. Yeah. Classic. Okay. Oh, Maddie's here now. Got to change that, and then we'll rock and roll. Attendance. Sorry I keep switching it up on you guys about where we're doing Zoom or where we're doing YouTube. I'll try and do more YouTube. Although I do know that some of you hooligans do like the Zoom and messing around afterwards and stuff like that. So maybe I should do that for you. I don't know. It's easier for me when we don't do it because it goes faster. But yeah, Benny gets sad. Okay, fine, Benny. You're right. Okay. Good. Let's go back. Yeah, Benny wants more Zoom. Fine, Benny. Fine. As long as you promise to behave. Let me see here. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We did 8.4, and I believe I asked you to do page 454, number 2. So if I flip there and you guys flip there. Number 2 just had one pyramid and one cone. So did anyone have a chance? I think actually the pyramid example is the harder of the two to get your right answer. Just so we're clear, I'll show you guys what those answers were, and then you can confirm if you got the same thing. So maybe take out your homework there. Let's see if I can find page 454, because I know some of you Guys decide not to check it because you just think you are invincible. So the answers to page 454, number 2, were supposedly A. Oopsies. A was well, that can't be right. .4, number 2. Okay, well, for some reason they gave the units wrong. I guess it says 139 centimeters, but I guess we can just assume 139 centimeters squared. And B was 283 centimeters squared. We might have to check on that 139 because they used the wrong units. So that makes me assume they could have done other things wrong. But I don't know. Let's see. Did you guys get... Oops, you can't see what I wrote there. 139 and 283? What do we think? Do you guys need me to do either one of those? Send me a private Teams message or anything to let me know if one of those answers you did not get, or if is A wrong. Can maybe somebody confirm that A is correct for me, even though they in the textbook they didn't write the little squared, like it was just centimeters without the squared. Can somebody confirm that for me? Yeah, it's good. Thanks, Sam. Sure. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we've done your surface area of cylinders, and basically we just focused on like square base pyramids yesterday. Like the same thing, but you didn't mean it that way. And anyways, I don't understand. Because of the donkey thing. So we did surface area, and the reason we did square base and basically I was going to say circle based. That's kind of what a cylinder is, though, right? A cylinder is kind of like a circle based prism. Prism is like any shape where you have the same sort of shape on one end as the other. So you can have a triangular based prism, right? So it's a triangle, it extends, another triangle on the other side, same shape across. Like a square based prism would be just like, you know, it's got a square here, it extends, and there's a square on the other side. So a cylinder is really just a circular based prism, which is the weirdest thing I've ever thought about before. Ow. Sorry, my knuckle. I like was using some sort of weird ratchet this weekend, and I mashed my knuckle off something, so it's all weird. Control my chat. Yeah, guys, let's just watch the language in general. Some of you guys are bad in class too, and like regardless of whether you're Dutch or not, and you think swearing's good, you should be able to control yourself, because there's a lot of employers out there, aka mine, but not just Christian employers, that don't want that. My dad's a public high school teacher. He can't swear. He doesn't let his students swear, and affects things. So grow up in general. Just you got to learn when you can and can't say things, okay? I don't care what you think is a swear word, what's not. Let's just move on from that. If we're working here, if we're going on from, I don't mean just grow up. Sorry, I felt like that was focused towards Owen. Owen, that was not focused towards you, because you are not the only person who does that in class, just so we're clear. It's just like, and it's definitely not just you. It's like a lot of people at our school. Anyways, it just kills me that it happens at our school. Forget the Christian side of things. It just needs to be like a life skill side of things. Not just swearing, even just like topics that you talk about. Like there's some things that you just don't talk about in front of people. Like even just like topics of conversation, right? Some things are weird to talk about. Anyways, what I do want to share is I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. Oh, there's one right here. When we do different shapes, in terms of our prisms and cones and stuff like that, I actually got you guys. I didn't get you guys last year. I got the grade 9s to do a little project with me, or a little like experiment. But I feel like some of you, I think Owen actually already kind of knew the idea about volume on Friday there. So you already kind of got that concept, and maybe not all of us do, but what I had the grade 9s do last year is I took a cylinder with them. So we made a cylinder, right, like this. Sorry, you can't really see. And then we put it on our pieces of paper here, or just put it on our desks, and we filled it with sand. Okay, so we filled that sucker up with sand there, and we kind of like let all that sand go out. Okay, we put that sand into a bucket, so we filled it up, brought a bunch of sand in from outside, filled this cylinder up, and we taped this so it wouldn't change its volume, right? And then what we did is we took this same cylinder and we made a cone, okay? The cone had the same base as this, okay? But obviously a cone isn't a tube the whole way through. It goes to a point down here, right? It makes one, I don't know how well you can see, but it make a point down here. And so we made a cone, so we took our paper here and we folded it like into like a, you know what I mean? I don't really have to do this, but like a cone-like shape like this. And we took that same cone with the same circled end here, and we scooped up like the sand and see how many of those cones that we could fill. And it turned out that we could take from the cone at the same height, so it had the same height from top to bottom as the cylinder, and it had the same base. Turned out that you could fill 3 of the cones, okay? And that applies for lots of different things here. You can see that basically, here's what it says, is that if you have a cone like this, okay, there is 3 of these ice cream cones that can fit into, sorry, that paper was too close to the mic, Zion says, sorry about that. But 3 of these cones should fit into here, okay? Yeah, sorry, I didn't know it was so aggressive. Turn off the stream, Ben. Anyways. Yeah, so anyways, you should be able to fit 3 of those. And same thing goes for pyramids. You should be able to fit 3 of those. Tomorrow I want to show you about spheres. So volume of spheres and surface area of spheres. That's like a perfect ball, right? And I'm hopefully going to be able to grab an orange. And I want to show you the experiment with an orange. Last year I brought in a bunch of oranges and sand, and we did something with the volume and surface area. So if that's you, if you're interested in that, you could, to class tomorrow, you could bring in a big orange, a piece of paper, you need a pencil and some sand. I'm going to see if I can scrounge that stuff up. I'll have to go to the grocery store to grab an orange. I'll have to go dig up some sand somewhere or something like that. But I'll see if I can video the thing for you guys to show you, because it is kind of cool. But anyways, that'll be tomorrow when we do spheres and whatnot. So basically, if we're looking at this lesson, all things aside, because they can't really do the experiment with you, you just kind of have to use the power of belief. But for any prism, so first of all, like the prism has to have like a regular shape on the bottom. So works for this square-based pyramid and this cylinder. And so basically, how do you get the volume of this prism? Well, remember, you've got your length and your width, and that would give you, the surface area of the bottom. And then to remember to make it into a volume, you go length times width times height, right? And hopefully some of you guys have tried some of that before. or seen that before, length times width times height, for some sort of prism like this. So if we wanted to find the volume of the pyramid that fits inside it, so that pyramid would have to perfectly fit inside and go right to the middle at the top. I don't know, that's probably a really crappy picture, but it'd have to fit perfectly inside of there, and then it'd be 3 of those. Kathleen, you mocking me? All right, so cylinder is the same deal. Basically, with your cone, you'd have your volume of a cylinder, and then you'd have to, again, divide it by 3 to figure out the volume of a cone would be. But for the volume of a cylinder, if you remember, you get the volume. It's the same thing for any prism. You get the surface area of the face. And so if you think about that as a circle right there, right? What is the surface area of the circle? Well, we know it's pi times r squared. Remember, r is the distance from the center out. So it's pi r squared, but then you always times it again by whatever the height would be. So in terms of our volume of a cone, that's why it says pi r squared times the height. So this is the volume of the cylinder, and you can see that there, right? And then we divide it by 3. So let's put a couple of those into practice, and then we'll rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to find the volume of a pyramid, okay? It's got a rectangular base. So I misspoke up here when I said it had to be a regular shape. I guess what I meant is that you have to have that point in the middle. Like, it can't be like just some weird little point that's like off to the side or whatever. The point's got to be in the middle of your shape in here. So in this example here, we don't have a square-based pyramid, but the same rules still apply. So you've got your length times your width times your height. We're going to find the volume of this full like box, and then we're going to divide it by 3 because 3 of these pyramids are going to fit in there. So our volume of the pyramid is going to equal your volume of the prison, which is, sounds like prison, 8 times, some of you might think my class is like prison, 8 times 5 times 7 divided by, remember, so that's the volume of the big blue box there, and we're going to divide it by 3. Ben says 93.3. Okay, so 8 times 5, right, would be 40. 40 times 7 is 280. Divided by 3. Who can help me out with 280 divided by 3? Ben says 93.3. That's probably pretty accurate, actually. I don't actually know. Benny, can you confirm? Oh, and I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'll use a calculator. 280 divided by 3. Yay, Benny's right. Benny's always right. Because it's a big blue box. 93.3, okay. And what's our units? Can somebody help me out? What's our units? Johnny, I've been waiting for this to come back. See, Ben, Johnny, Ben wants us to go all Zoom, and then we would never have Johnny. Oh yeah, Zion's right. We did forget the 0.33333333. What's our units? What's our units? Help me out. Help me out. Lucas got us started. Is centimeters all we need? What else do we need in there? We're doing volume, remember? Volume. Yeah, centimeters 3. I love that you can't do a cubed in writing. Just so we're clear, if you guys want, this is technically proper form. If you say centimeters and then you use the little hat sign, like centimeters cubed, that's what that would like. Technically, yeah. Or you write what Benny writes, centimeters cubed. But yeah, like obviously I understand what you guys are doing there, so it's fine. It's just like if you were to do anything, like if you want to write 2 cubed, you write it like that, right? Just so like that's because like if you're gonna type an answer, like if you guys go into like Google and like typed like oh, look at Kathleen. Oh, I don't know how you do that. It's probably like in the keyboard settings or something that I don't see. Or she's on her phone. Like I know how to do that on my phone. I just don't know how to do that. Dang it, I don't know how to exit the larger keyboard. Anyways, that's really cool. Hashtag copy paste gang. Anyways, yeah. Classic Kathleen. It just zooms when I do that. I think it's... Now everyone's gonna just like leave my class and be like, oh, he told me to just press this button, so I closed the app and then I couldn't do it. Okay. That one's good. We got that one. Control W. I actually don't know what Control W does, but that scares me. Okay. Ooh, we're dealing with millimeters, so this thing is super tiny. Ben. Oh no! Alright, so the volume of a cone that is 18 millimeters tall has a diameter of 12 meters. So there's a couple things here. Remember, it says it has a diameter of, what did it say again? 12 millimeters. And it says it has a height of 18 millimeters. Remember, though, our formula is the volume is equal to the area of the circle, right? So it's pi r squared times the height, so that 18 divided by 3, because there's three of those cylinders. Really, we're dealing with the cylinder first, and then we're going to divide it by 3. So instead of 12 being our diameter, we want to know the radius. So tell me what the radius is. Help me, brethren. I need you. Yeah, thanks, Jared. So 6 centimeters. So we're going to have our volume is equal to pi times 6 squared times our height, which is still 18, divided by 3. And then Ben says it's going to be 113.04 millimeters cubed, and I am not going to doubt Ben anymore. Oh yeah, thank you, Zion, appreciate that. Millimeters, you are correct. Okay, Benny says you messed up. That's fine. That's okay, Benny. You've been very helpful today. Somehow you've been like getting these questions done before we even get in there. So clearly you guys have done this before. Let's see. We're gonna do pi. Where's pi? Times 6 squared is 36 times 18 equals, and then we're gonna divide that by 3, and I get 678. We'll say 678.6. So close. So close. Okay, pretty easy day today. Again, if you want to be silly and bring an orange tomorrow, that would be lovely. So I marked your G outside a tree assignments. There was a couple of you that you can go back and you can see that like I've marked things or like circled something and it was confusing here and there. Okay, Benny, don't worry. Yeah, ask me your question there, bud. What's your danging? Yeah, if you made a mistake or didn't finish, I messaged you. I feel like I've been doing like a lot of like hunting people down to hand some stuff in. But anyways, it should be you one to get that stuff in. What if you don't what? What if you don't what, Owen? Benny wants to do that again. Okay, so I'm going to do pi times 6 squared. I know 6 times 6 is 36, so I'm just going to write pi times 36 times 18 equals, so I get that, and then I'm going to divide by 3, and I get this. So I think what you're doing here, 6 squared, I think Zion already knows he's good. Bring an orange. Oh, you don't have to bring an orange, like I said, Owen. Yeah, for sure. No, that's totally optional. I don't think anyone's going to bring it, because you have to bring an orange and sand and paper. It's going to make a mess. So I'm hoping I can get that all that stuff together and we'll make a mess of my kitchen table. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Maddie's going to do it, eh? She's going to bring everything. All right. If you're interested in looking at a bit more about like that proof and an activity that you could do at home, there is something on page 461 about the volume there. So anyways. Let us pray. Oh yeah, I guess that works, Zion. Yeah, you just do, because 36 divided by 3 is 12, right? You could totally do that. Okay, so let's give you a couple questions here. And I'll give you like a challenging question as well, because we have time to be doing that. So page 464, number. Okay, so let's start off with 2 easy ones, just so you can practice the volume and all that stuff. That'd be great. And then... number 9 and 10. Those would be 2 great questions. Yeah. And none of them are that long. You'll be done that pretty quick as long as you guys get to it. Number 10 is the most challenging for sure. So 1, 2, 9, and 10. I'm going to hang out here for a bit, guys, if you want to ask any questions. So just hang out, we'll chat or whatever. But if you want to go and get that stuff done on your own, you are free to go. So you've got 50 minutes to get some of that work done. You are so good. Yeah, Larissa, we are good. Bit of a shorter one today. I know. Awesome. I didn't talk as much. Oh, yes. Owen's in bed. He's definitely not bringing sand. But anyways, I'll hang out if you guys do have any questions. But other than that, you are free to go for sure. Why do we divide by 3? The reason that we divide by 3 for the cone and the pyramid is basically there is 3 of these. So 3 of these can fit inside this, and basically obviously fit inside, like you can't like keep them whole like that. But if you filled this with water, think of it, this is a better example because this looks like a paper cup, you know what I mean? If you had a little paper cup and it had the same circle here as here, then you could take 3 paper cups and fill a cylinder with the same thing, or 3 of these weird little square-based paper cups and fill 3 of them. So basically what we do is we find the volume of the cylinder or the prism, because we know how to do that. It's just any prisms, you find the surface area of the bottom shape times the height, and then you divide it by 3. Yes, exactly, Zion. Yeah, we're technically finding the volume of this cone, right? What's the volume of a cone? You don't have to hurt yourself by explaining it. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's Johnny. I don't have to. Wait, Ben, do we have to divide by 3 for the questions? Yes, you always have to divide by 3, buddy. When you're finding the volume of a cone or a prism, you divide by 3, yes. But if you do a cylinder, no. We're gonna go grab my Bible. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. Bible is here. Ooh. Kathleen, that is just rude. You're being nice, eh? Yeah, I bet. Benjamin, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Yep. Yep, doing okay. Weekend was decent. Went into the school to film some dumb videos. Kathleen, I couldn't share my head. Can't do that just yet. It's like giving up. How are you guys doing? How are you, Kathleen? How are you, Benny? His hair reservoirs. Samuel, that is just too accurate. That is just not okay. Sam, that stuff's good with me, buddy. Most things are good to talk about with me. You don't have to. I'm just trying to say about the language. Some things need to be better with the language, but yeah, definitely there's some people that you can't say things around. Can I hum the Dora the Explorer theme song?
Gonna get to the sing-along party and use our microphone to invite all our friends. Let's go! Come on now, we're on our way.
I'd rather eat sand. Kathleen has never been more happy to more disappointed. Teddy, I already told you could go. And I said I'd eat sand, not Sam. Things have been a little weird since we got back from the May long weekend. It's been great. Normally the parking lot's full when I get here, but not this time. Wait, we're gonna have to cut that part. Good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? Well, that was weird. Sure, the numbers have gone down, but what I'm really most concerned about is participation. All right, guys, who can tell me what the answer to sine 90 is? Shh! Can you guys not see that I'm trying to teach out here? Man, I really hope it's pierogies today. There's always seconds on pierogies. You know, I've been saying to everybody at school, you think you're better at me than basketball? Come down to the gym, one-on-one me. Nobody showed up for over a month. I think they're a little scared. So stupid. Oh, man. Oh, sorry, Benny. For 10, do I calculate the final answer by 45 because of the cups drank each day? Yes, it seems so. All right, good, sir. I'll take your word for it. Sir, we can hear that. Okay, sorry. I apologize for everything I do. I filmed like a really cringy commercial this weekend. You just linked me to my own stream, Ben. You just linked me to my own stream, Ben. Did you just say pierogies? Kathleen, of course. You guys are the bomb. First Peter 1:13 to the end of the chapter, which is 25. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream because I gotta go to the washroom. Sorry. I will talk to you.